Hello and welcome to my first ever vlog, which is very, very scary. I still don't know how I feel about it, but we're here. I've been umming and ahhing about it for such a long time, and I thought, do you know what? I love talking on Instagram. I love, videoing myself and keeping track of my progress. So I thought I'd give it a go. First mistake I made, issue number one, was that when I filmed this vlog yesterday, I did half of it in portrait, half of it in landscape. Hence why I'm coming to you post school hire to do my intro again, because the one I did yesterday was rubbish and I can't use it. So shall we cue the intro? Is that what they say? I think that's what they say. That's what we're going to do anyway.
All this time I've been feeling hopeless till you came around. All this time you're the only reason I'm not chasing highs. What is love?
So yesterday, me and Marmite went to our local school and did a school hire to do a spot of jumping, because we haven't jumped in 3 months now. I mean, he's only 5, so I don't jump regularly anyway. But the last time we jumped was when we did our first ever jumping competition, which was just like 30cm cross poles. But that was back in May. So we decided that we were going to get out, give it a go. 1, because we haven't really done anything exciting for a little while. But 2, because I've given myself a new goal for the end of the year. And that is to canter into jumps confidently. Now, we have cantered at jumps in the past, but not because I've wanted to, because Marmite's just done it. And every time I've absolutely pooped my pants. So we had a few goals for this year, which were things like I wanted him to get out hacking on his own. I wanted him to be confident in leaving the yard. I wanted to do our first dressage test. I wanted to go to our first competition. All things which incredibly we've managed to achieve. And we're only in August. So I've set us a new goal, and that is to develop with our jumping. We went down the road to our local hire with our lovely friends Marnie and Fudge, and just had a bit of a play. So I'm going to hand you over to yesterday's Shelby so you can see what we got up to. So I thought it would be easier for me to just come on and do a bit of a voiceover to explain what we're doing. So my riding instructor has said to me that Marmite's main issue at the moment, obviously he's only 5, is the fact that he's very stiff in his neck. So when I ride him, if he then finds something particularly spooky, or if he finds something particularly hard, because that's where he holds all of his tension, he turns into a plank of wood, and I therefore can't turn him and feel like I don't have much control. So a tip that she's given me, and something that she's encouraged us to do, is that before we kind of get going with anything, whether that's in the school, whether that's jumping, whether that's out hacking, is to have him on a long rein and just allow him to stretch his neck down and just allow him to find the contact. So as you can see here, my reins are like washing lines, but as we're going round, I'm just kind of encouraging him, wiggling his neck just a tiny bit, wiggling his mouth just a tiny bit, to kind of encourage him to take up that contact. And you can see there are small signs that he is accepting that. And as we kind of go on throughout this section, you'll see that his head drops down, he begins to stretch over his neck, stretch over his back, and actually goes into some form of an outline. So as we come around this bend, I'm trying to make sure that I'm looking for my jump, trying to make sure that I've got a good line in, and he is on the bit. We do have a good contact and he pops it lovely, but then we lose that when I lose my confidence over this next jump, and I almost just throw him over, kick and fold, and he ends up knocking it down. This one here, we managed to pop over nicely, but that's because he saved me, not because I rode him right. And I kind of had a bit of a talking to with myself and was like, right, Shelby, trust him, sit back, shoulders back, just aim him, get him on a good line, and trust that he's going to go over it. And as soon as I did that, that's exactly what he did. So because we were doing so well, I decided to try and canter him into the jump, but I asked for the canter far too late, and as a result he didn't respond to my aid. So I thought that we'd try it again, and this time I was like, right, I'm going to ask for the canter on the bend leading into the jump, which he did perfectly. However, we just got a little bit too close and he manages to clear it with his front legs, takes it out with his back. I think in his defence, he was becoming really tired at that point. I think he kind of had enough, so we decided to mix it up a bit and go and do something that was challenging but a bit easier for him, and that was to try the double, which he cleared perfectly. Again, only the second time we've ever tried a double. And then we thought, okay, let's go and do another jump and try and canter into that before we go back to the green. He responded so well to my canter aid here, which I was so pleased about, and he just popped it but chipped it with his back leg again, I think because he got tired. And then this time I revert back to my original way of riding, which is just to try and throw him over the jump, and as you saw, he completely took it out. I don't really know what happened to my confidence, but because we knocked it that time, I did the exact same thing when we came round the second time. So I had a word with myself, and the lovely Tracy was there telling me, sit back, shoulders back, sit back, shoulders back, wait. And as you can see, as soon as we did that and I got my position right again, he just popped over it like it was nothing. By this point, he was absolutely exhausted. I was absolutely exhausted. So we decided to leave it on a positive note and finish it there for the day. I am absolutely sweating. I am so pleased with him. I think, considering that we've never cantered into a jump before in our life, and we've just managed it several times. Oh God, I've got my hat silk. That's going to annoy me. I hate it. Pet peeve that is, a wonky bloody hat silk. But yeah, he is absolutely knackered. I'm knackered, but I think that was really successful. I'm really, really proud of us. So I do think I'm going to try and do this more regularly, because after today, it's really given me the confidence that actually we can do it, and he can do it, and I can do it. And as soon as I sorted my seat out, thank you, because I was having a tendency to just kind of throw him over the fences because I was panicking that he would stop or whatever. So as soon as I kind of sat back and just allowed him to sort himself out, he went over them, and he wasn't knocking them down, and we did it. So well done us. A little post-ride drinkies. Oh yeah.
Ready for now? No, yeah, we're going to the school bus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Obviously doesn't want any. Fudge, do you want some?
No, fudge, no. What?
Hello, handsome boy. Hello. We've made it home. Should go get you some breakfast. Yeah, nice sloppy bucket of feed. Oh, we're back. I am just so unbelievably proud of him. I've just tied him up outside. He's had a wash off, as you've probably seen, and he's just having his breakfast now. But what an absolute gem, considering that until today we'd never cantered into a jump before, and I was panicking. I wasn't riding him very well, and to start with, I was almost just throwing him over the jumps just to make sure that he got over them. But we ended with him cantering over jumps, not knocking them, not, you know, hesitating, not spooking, just going for it, which is just incredible. I'm so pleased with him. Oh, I'm just trying to put the trailer away. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I'm hoping to do this a little bit more regularly, and I'm also hoping to have a few jumping lessons, just because up until I got Marmite I hadn't actually jumped. Oh, I need two hands, sorry, hang on, apologies for the angle. There we go. Up until I got Marmite I hadn't actually jumped for about 15 years, so I need work, and I want to make sure that we do it properly and make sure that he kind of learns how to do it properly. Pardon? Oh yes please. Helps if you've got the keys. You say hi.
Hi.
Good boy. That's my son, for any of you that didn't know. yeah, so I'm hoping to book in for a few more lessons, have a couple of jump lessons, and just make sure that we're doing it as well as possible. Make sure that we're establishing and teaching him the right ways. Hey?
Hi.
He's excited because he knows he gets to help me drive the car and I have to put the trailer down. But yeah, all in all, a very, very successful outing. Enjoying a post-ride munch out in this lovely field. They changed fields yesterday, so we've actually got grass. Rocky's just having a little roll there. Hey, good boy. Yes, you are. Excuse the filter back cream all over his face. He's lost his fly mask. Shock. So that's it. It's the end of our first ever vlog. If I decide to actually post this, I'm still not convinced because I don't feel like I've done a very good job at it. I feel like it's a bit hit and miss, but hey ho, we'll see how I feel. But yeah, I am just so pleased with him. He's now off happily grazing in the field, but he seems happy enough. He's had a good old drink, and now I'm gonna go treat myself to a McDonald's because, you know, why not? So I hope that you guys have enjoyed watching this. If you have, please like, please comment, please subscribe, although I don't know if this is going to be a regular thing, but I'm going to try and find my vlogging feet. I'm just, you know, so thankful that you've made it this far, if you've made it this far. So thank you, and hopefully you'll be seeing more of us. Bye.
All this time, I've been feeling hopeless till you came around. All this time, you're the only reason I'm not chasing highs.